Hey guys, welcome back to a new video. So a few days ago I uploaded this video here. If you haven't watched it, I'd advise you to go back and watch it, as this video is basically a follow-on from that video. So the gist of it basically is we were talking about a YouTuber slash streamer thought slash self-entitled bitch that streamed herself making fun of someone for having cancer.
Take off your wig, you big bitch. Take off your wig.
I don't need
Take.
fake
It
hair
is a
or
wig.
plastic.
Oh my god, that's embarrassing. Leukemia? Do you have cancer? Oh my god, do you have f***ing cancer? You are such a loser. You're wearing a wig because you're bald.
So this delightful fish-lipped YouTuber goes by the name PLAYMATETESSI, and as you can see here, she has 4,500 subscribers. So yeah, she's not very relevant, yet she acts like she's super relevant. She's sort of like, in the last video that I did, she was saying to this girl, you know who I am. You know, like, she's a big deal, and yet she's less relevant than me. She's got less subscribers than me. But what is kind of shocking is that 4 days ago, I think it was, I made this video, and at that point she had 2,000 subscribers, and now she's gone up 2,500 subscribers in a couple of days, and you know that this is going to keep going up. There is like a bunch of the, male horny virgins that are following her just because, she's a girl. That is her talent. And yeah, so I've been keeping an eye on her channel and to see, if it was worth making a follow-up video. And I'm not going to lie, her channel's a fucking train wreck. You could make like 50, I could have made 15 videos on her. She's like DSP. You know how like channels that are out there, they can just like make content purely on DSP because he fucks up so much. I think you could do that with this girl here. Anyway, to start with, she posted a video called Sorry. That's some high-level IQ right there. And basically, yeah, so what do you reckon this video is? Is she apologizing for her remarks to this cancer patient?
I'm not gonna fucking apologize. I'm not sorry for anything, as if... I'm not fucking sorry I didn't do anything. I literally didn't even fucking do anything, and like I feel like I gave an amazing No, seriously, that whole Reddit situation, do you guys really want me to apologize? Do you really want me to apologize? Because if you guys really want me to apologize, then I'll fucking do it. But just know that it's gonna be fake.
Oh, she's gonna apologise, but it's going to be fake. Well, you can't say fairer than that. No, how about you go fuck yourself, you fish-lip cunt? Honestly, I just don't understand how this person, like, is... Well, I do understand. I don't know. I'm not even going to finish that sentence. I understand because, obviously, like I said, it's the horny male virgins that are following her, and that's how her channel is growing. Most people... I've gone onto a couple of her streams to read the stream chat, and most people are saying, you suck, you get cancelled, blah, 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 blah. But there is, like, a few people that are, mainly it's people asking for feet pics, which, yeah. So, basically, you've got people asking to see her feet, and then people basically telling her to go fuck herself. But, obviously, that's the kind of audience that she wants to build, so fair play to her. But what I want to know is, like, if you're not going to apologise for this situation, and you're going to own this whole thing of making fun of a cancer patient, what is your take on it?
I guess I'm gonna wait until this jealousy like stops being jealous.
Ah yes, an excellent plan. Just wait until this jealousy stops being jealous. Brilliant plan. Fiendish. Why did I not think of it? Excellent. The only problem is, once this jealousy stops being jealous, you're going to go back to being a nobody. I know right now, obviously, she's going to get like quite a lot of views, and that is because there's a lot of people that are going there to tell her that she sucks. But eventually, someone else is going to do something, and everyone's going to stop talking about her, and all that she'll be left with is the people asking for feet pics. So, yeah, either you are just going to have to adapt and just embrace your male horny virgin demographic, or, yeah, you're going to have to apologise and hope that people forgive you, and then maybe you'll get an audience that isn't full of weirdos. But, that's probably not going to happen. But, yeah, like I said, this whole situation has been blowing up massively, and the dad who kicked her out because she was streaming herself sleeping, because that's a thing that people do. I've even made a video on these thoughts that make videos of themselves sleeping. They stream themselves sleeping, and apparently because they're female, it's something that's really interesting to watch. And yeah, basically the dad was arguing with the sister, and it picked up the argument on her live stream. And yeah, one thing led to another, the dad ended up kicking her out. Well, the dad has actually posted a video in response to all the claims that she made.
And there's been a lot of things. I was not aware that she was live streaming while she's sleeping. Like, who does that? Like, who just puts on a camera and just films herself while they're sleeping? But again, I don't understand the current culture of what people will watch as entertainment or to pass the time.
Instantly, I like the dad. This is a question that I have asked. I don't understand why people, think this is entertaining and use this to pass the time watching people sleep. I don't get it. But then this is the conclusion I've come to. If it's something that you think losers will masturbate to, that's why they're watching it. And this is all this is. This is just something that lonely little fucking horny male virgins masturbate to. It's kind of just their thing.
But Maya, you just started being an adult, and you've never had to pay for really anything in your life. You've never had to be responsible for bills. But that all ended last night because you decided to call the cops thinking that I'm going to threaten your life and kill you, which there is no record of that, completely false. But just to get attention from the internet and increase your view count and likes and subscribers, whatever your aims were, you basically acted out a scenario where your life was in danger. You called 911. So this is completely self-imposed. You evicted yourself before I had a chance to.
I do feel sorry for the dad. It must be hard, doing your best, trying to raise your daughter, and then she grows up to be a low IQ, fish-lipped piece of shit thought. It must be pretty heartbreaking. Anyway, what then happened was a few sort of days later or a bit later on, the daughter, PlayMateTessi, came back and made a video called "My Dad Dropped My Insurance." It seems like he might have actually dropped you on your head as well at some point when you were younger. So effectively, it's her just basically bitching about, even though that she's 45, an adult, well, she's 18, I exaggerate. Even though she's a full-grown adult, she is bitching that her dad, having kicked her out, has dropped her insurance. Which, you're an adult, should you not sort this out for yourself? And she did a whole stream about this. Whole channels for the streams that are 2 hours long, maybe an hour and a half long, just loads of hours and hours long streams. She streams 2 to 3 times a day. This bitch has no fucking life, and it's just her, talking in her stupid monotone voice, and saying things like batch, because she can't say bitch, and what's it on rich, she says ratch. It's just all that shit. She has no life. She just hours and hours just streaming on a bed while she eats Dunkin' Donuts, talking a bunch of shit. Anyway, I've gone off topic. She made this video about the dad dropping her insurance, and she showed some texts from her mum. Also, what I find is really funny on all these streams, she, for the first 2-3 minutes of her stream, she just doesn't say anything. She just basically poses for her thumbnail that she's going to use for YouTube.
Wait, she'll first suck.
So basically, this whole video is just her showing a text conversation she had with her mum, which obviously the mum didn't want, or it was never intended to be shown on a live stream. These are private messages, but she showed it anyway because she needs that clout, and she's just trying to make this whole situation blow up. So because it's obviously bringing her lots of views at the minute, and yeah, see, basically the overall conversation is that she's telling her that her dad is dropping her insurance, and she says you need to apply to Medicare, and her response is, "I'm not applying to that. That shit, that's for poor people." Now, either she knew that she was going to show this text message instantly onto her stream, or that this isn't a character, this is actually how she fucking acts, which wouldn't surprise me either way. But what a fucking cunty thing to say. The dad says she's never paid for anything in her life, And at the minute, I think her only options for getting a job is probably just showing feet pics to these fucking losers. So, yeah, maybe, you know, you shouldn't slag off poor people, because there's a good chance you're going to be one soon. Anyway, as predicted, the mother was not happy that she had shown these texts on stream, because obviously that wasn't the intention of them. And a few days later, or a day later or so, Tessie streamed again this video called "You're Dead to Me." And in the video, she basically shows more texts from her mum, and yeah, here we go. Oh, fucking hell, she's doing this shit again. Why not? Why wouldn't you edit this out? What is the point? Or why would you just not make a thumbnail later? There you go. That's the pose right there. That's the thumbnail pose. Yeah, in fact, you should get used to using that pose in real life, because I think that's going to come very useful down the line. I think you're going to find yourself doing that quite a lot in an alley somewhere behind a Greg's. Penis goes in here.
I haven't been screenshotting anything. I haven't even seen anything. I only see what you guys tell me. So, let's think about that. And also, my hotel live stream, why would he be up all night watching that for 6 hours when it had absolutely nothing to do with him? And then, despite me not fucking saying, and despite everything having nothing to do with him, why would he decide to make a live stream? He's leeching. This is all for promotion. This is all for promotional purpose. This is money.
Do you know, I've been struggling to think what her voice sounds like to me, and I know it does sound kind of like she wants to be in Mean Girls a little bit, but also I think her voice, it kind of sounds like, you know, if like you're like a, say like a teenage boy and your voice hasn't broke, and you were like going to the pub and you were pretending to be old enough to get a pint, and you go up and you're like, excuse me, can I have a pint of lager? Yeah, I'm totally over 18. That's what she sounds like. She sounds like a fucking... a boy that hasn't hit puberty trying to buy a pint at a pub. That is literally what her voice fucking sounds like. Anyway, I think it's ironic that in this clip I just showed that she's saying that her dad is basically doing this because he's leeching, and he's basically trying to promote this whole thing, you know, for his channel or whatever she's accusing him of. Basically milking the situation, when this is exactly what she's doing. And it's proven by the fact that, well, these texts that she's showing, and if you take a closer look, don't worry, she's going to zoom the text in for us now.
This is money. Read the text. Read the text. How do I make this bigger?
This is a high IQ moment right here. She's trying to zoom it in by zooming the camera in, and she thinks that's going to make the text bigger. Also, she can't say text, she says tux. Look at the tux. Look at the tux. Look at the tux. Are we going to prom now? What the fuck is going on? Why, are we looking at a tux? Are you going to pull out a tuxedo? Or am I looking at the text? Well, anyway, this fucking fish-lipped airhead does manage to figure out how to zoom in the tux. And, you'll notice that it says, "You shouldn't be showing my messages." Bit odd that you're going against your mother's wishes. I mean, obviously you don't give a shit about either of your parents, just the clout. But when someone says to you, "You shouldn't be showing my messages," and you're showing them anyway, it kind of seems like you're leeching. You're doing it for clout. You're making a big deal out of it. Fuck you. It's exactly what you're accusing your dad of doing, you fucking fish-lipped wanker. Honestly, what a piece of shit. But yeah, this is just one of those things, man. The horny male virgins are going to keep her relevant for as long than she needs to be. But it will die off, because it's a lot of people as well that are going over there raging. And I know people are going to say, "Oh, you're not helping the situation because you're making videos about it." Well, yeah. I mean, loads of people are making videos about it, and it is drawing attention to her. But you know, my thing is this, right? If you're the sort of person that watches a video like this, where I basically talk shit about her, and then go, "Oh, I'm going to go and subscribe to her," then you're a cunt anyway. And if you are going over there just to tell her that she's a cunt, fair enough. You know, I'm sure, yeah, okay, it's increasing her view count at the minute, but eventually you're going to get bored of telling her she's a cunt, and, you know, you're going to stop doing that, and that's going to be one less viewer for her. So basically, this is her moment. This, like, literally is as big as she's going to get, so she should enjoy it, because when the smoke clears and everyone's done telling her that she's a cunt, all that's going to happen is she's going to be a fish-lipped cunt sat around with a few people in her stream asking her for feet pics. And, yeah, she should get used to doing this pose. But that's about it, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know what your thoughts are on, you know, this thought. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next one. Cheers, guys.